Many are saying tumezoea hiyo vitisho. Wengine wanasema it came in 2015. Regulation came na serikali ya Uhuru, ingine ilikuja pia na serikali ya Kibaki, and this time round serikali ya nane ya William Samoei Ruto. And what are we talking about? The ban on PROBOX, VOXI, Sienta, Noah. Hizo ndizo zimekuwa identified by the CS Murkomen just 7 days ago, 30th November. He announced a nationwide crackdown on motor vehicles zenye now operate like PSVs in the market and are bringing unnecessary competition to the matatu industry. That is their response when they were asked, why do you think PROBOX are a big threat? Why do you think Noah, VOXI are operating as PSVs and they are a threat to you? And their response was, this is an unnecessary competition. One, because they are not observing the traffic rules. At the same time, they are overspeeding. They are not complying with the requirement which the PSV operators are complying on. So many issues were raised, and today we need to discuss and see what is the impact and how does this issue going to affect our auction industry, because it will be massive next year. In this regard, so many people will lose their vehicles, especially the PROBOX, Sienta. We will see them on the auction rooms and the auction yard. So I thought we need to discuss this. You give your comment up our comment section and tell us what do you think. Now, where I don't get it right, you tell me how we manage this. Now, the ban will come up as a result of what? We know where you invite a government official in your meeting. This delegation ya matatu operators in Kenya was held at KICC. And they invited the CS Murkomen to give his opinion and share a light note. Because when you know a politician, when he comes on board on your side, he will support whatever you are saying. However, when he moves to the PROBOX and these other small operators association, he will support their argument. Now, we don't know who is telling the truth. We don't know who is fooling who. Because he said and announced a crackdown. This crackdown is going on. Even in our localities here, if you are driving a PROBOX, you are seen like a criminal. If you are driving a Sienta, you are seen like a criminal. If you have a VOXI, if you have a 7-seater vehicle, yani, you cannot bypass any traffic officer without stopping you. Now they even want to know who are you carrying, where are you going, what are you doing, because it's a way for them to eat. However, when I listen to the matatu owners association opinion and issues, mostly have a valid point, because what they are saying this, the owners of these PROBOX, Sienta on the road are police officers. What do you think? Are these vehicles owned by police officers? Are they getting benefits that these other matatu operators are not getting? Of course, we know they are getting some benefit because they are not paying any inspection fees. They are not paying any PSV requirements as a requirement annually for these operators. Insurance cost is not the same as for the matatu operators. But do you think it's a bigger picture that we think? However, you all know you have someone who has a PROBOX and he is not a police officer and they are operating as PSV. In my case, where I came from, my home area, almost everybody within that locality has a PROBOX, has a Sienta, or is using a VOXI as a PSV. From Meru town to my hometown, Apple, they operate these vehicles. When you go home, my friend, you are packed like goats. Wengine tutakaa kwa booth, wengine tutakaa hapa mbele watu 6, hapa nyuma watu 6 na booth pia ijae. So it is risky, and if government is genuine, I believe they can do better. They can have a platform and they can share with these owners on this issue properly. Now, why did I bring this topic? Because most of these drivers and owners of these vehicles have said They have parked their vehicles at home because huwezi tembea na hii gari. In the event they have parked these vehicles, what will happen? They will not be earning a living, and through earning their living is how they pay the loan for these vehicles, because we all know when you walikuwa manunua this PROBOX in Noah, especially going from Nairobi to Kisumu to Nakuru, pale Dubois, Latema Road, and also Odeon area, Vauxin, Noah are the deal. They are the vehicles being used by these operators to transport people from Nairobi to those areas. But the fatalities ama vifo zimekuwa mingi sana. So, auction itaingililia wapi hapa? When people don't operate and they don't use these vehicles to transport, because that was the main agenda, and almost like thousands of these vehicles are operating in the country and they were bought via loan. Inamaanisha nini? Gari hazitalipiwa deni. Kama hazitalipiwa deni, sasa hapa ndio sisi kama hii show we come and try to see how did this happen. We all know hawajakuwa wakifanya kazi, so the repayment will delay and the vehicles will be taken. So many will be in the auction yard. Na PAMURICK Show kuanzia January, we are not happy about this. We will be having so many vehicles in those areas. So guys, what do you think about this crackdown? Do you think it's fair? Do you think these people will have a fair what? Do you think they will get fairness with this issue? Do you think those who are cracking down this operation have a fair stand? And what are the solutions other than to ban these vehicles? Should they register as taxis? Because we all know they are very convenient, they are very easy to operate, to maintain, and also to acquire. So on my side, I believe they have helped the economy so much than you can ever imagine. So many people have employed themselves, they have employed so many others, but sheria ni sheria. How do we manage this? How do you operate on this environment together bila ku affect anybody, bila ku interfere with each other's operation? Because ukisikiza mwenye ana own matatu, he has a point. Ukisikiza mwenye ana own PROBOX, he has a point. And ukisikiza also a government, they have a point. But how do we coexist? Give me your opinion hapo kwa comment section, because I want to hear what do you think. Now, others will say these people, they should register their vehicles as PSV. What is so hard? Why? Because we have PSVs operating and they are registered. Else, they can also register as a taxi and operate as taxi operators. What are the requirements? When I see a requirement for a PSV operator, I say you need to be 24 years and above. What does that mean? A Form 4 leaver who is 18 years, 19 years, 20 years cannot operate a PSV. However, when you go to our villages, you find someone who is even below 18. They are driving these vehicles, they have passengers, they are operating them on the road without license. And those who have licenses below 21 years are still operating these vehicles, and their experience on the road does not warrant them to be on the road, which means if you don't have that experience, the chances of causing accident are very high. So that one major requirement of 24 years and above to operate a PSV is limiting so many people to register their vehicles as PSV. Okay, again, the insurance cost, the inspection cost, the good conduct cost, medical certificates cost for operators, parking cost, so many costs all put together hinder so many people from registering their vehicle. However, if people are willing to register and want to register, they can do it. Now, this crackdown by the CS Murkomen, do you think it's a good deal? Do you think it will affect so many people? And do you think the auction of motor vehicles will be high? Do you think these vehicles operating as matatus, but private vehicles will be repossessed? My opinion, yes, many will be, and some will not be repossessed because kila mtu ako na njia yake ya kuraise money. So that was my issue. And another issue, important thing ni we should all be able to coexist together. However, follow the rule of law. Nobody is above the law, and kama kuna sheria tufuate sheria. Kila mtu anaumia, uchumi ni ngumu, but at the end of it all we need to have a conducive environment to operate, and everybody has to follow the put up laws. Kama uko na gari yako itumie vile inafaa. And if you're new to this channel, remember and keep this in mind. My name is Patrick Mutuma and you are on PAMURICK Show. So keep tuned, guys, and thank you so much for your support. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, finya hiyo kitu alafu piga like. Give us the comment on your opinion. How do we manage this and how do we get out of this situation? Okay? See you guys, and until next time, God bless.